Well, hello everyone. We are back out here in Berea in preparation for the Browns' visit to the Tennessee Titans on Sunday. A little bit of news today. First of all, Tate, he probably will be a go. He was limited again today, but Coach Mike Pettine basically says, you know, there's every reason to believe he's going to be out there, and if he's ready to go, he will start this football game.
Yeah, and I think as well as those two kids have played, I did get his experience back in there. I think it's going to help. I think it makes everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. And to be honest with you, before the injury, I thought he was playing very well.
He was playing very well, and the thing that he adds is third down, pass protection, catching the ball out of the backfield, and those kind of things. So he adds another weapon for Brian Hoyer in the passing game. And right now, let's face it, he needs all the help he can get there.
Yeah, you know, with Jordan Cameron still coming back from the shoulder, no Josh Gordon. Yes, any weapon can help that offense, even as well as it's played. More the merrier there.
We talked to Barkevius Mingo today a little bit about the fact that he's actually dropping back in coverage more and rushing a little bit less this year. He admitted that he's not overly thrilled with the change because, you know what, he said, rushing, that's what got me here. But hey, you have to adjust.
Yeah, it's almost kind of counterintuitive, but this group obviously wasn't the one that drafted him. Don't forget. It's interesting because I will say this, from almost day one, I remember talking to Barkevius and they were talking about using him more in coverage, but I didn't expect something like this. And so far, I guess that's the way they're going to go. Well,
he was drafted as an edge rusher,
Absolutely.
But again, he was drafted by Joe Banner and Mike Lombardi. Now, he hasn't rushed that much. He's also been struggling with a shoulder injury, so that hasn't helped matters. But, you know, if he proves that he can go forward and not only get there, but actually finish the play and wrap up, then he will get more of those opportunities as they go along. You have a story coming out tomorrow on Joel Bitonio, the right guard. Now, we talked to the coaches about him today, and they're raving about him.
Yeah. I think he was an excellent pickup. When you think about it, a lot of people thought, oh my gosh, they're taking a guard. Then we need wide receivers. We need wide receivers. And yeah, that's still maybe the case, but Bitonio has been terrific. He's been one of the highest rated guards in the NFL. I think he's been one of the best rookies in the NFL this season.
He really has, and you know what? It has just solidified the left side of that offensive line. And the funny thing about an offensive line, you're doing a lot of offensive line stuff this week. He's on the offensive O-line beat this week. You know, when they're doing their job, you don't really hear that much about the offensive line. It's only when they mess up that you hear about it. So the fact that they have adjusted so well to the zone blocking scheme, that they're not giving up sacks, they're protecting well, is a testament to this line.
Yeah, it's really come together. Keeping Alex Mack, I thought, was so important, as much as they had to pay him, because what he does is helps those other two guards. This scheme has worked out. I think this scheme has helped Mitchell Schwartz. Coach Pettine today was talking about that. So far, so good with the offensive line.
We also talked to all of the coordinators today. Chris Tabor, we asked him a little bit about the long snapper competition, and he said, hey, I'm not leaning either way. There's good competition, and whoever is the best out there will play. They are trying to push Christian Yount and get him up to speed here.
Yeah, I mean, they can't continue to have one kind of iffy snap a game. It's killing him. It killed him last week. It almost killed him in the game, the one win against New Orleans. So they've got to get that going, and they've got to get the rabbit going on the punt returns.
Right, that's right. Chris Tabor said, I definitely have not given up on him yet. He's only had an opportunity to really return 3 punts. He's had 5 fair catches. He did, however, say that one that went over his head in Baltimore, you have to catch that ball.
Absolutely, and they said they've already had a meeting about that, and it was a huge play in the game.
So that was it. Lots of talk with the coordinators today, some checking in with Barkevius, with Phil Taylor, and some other guys, and lots going on this week in preparation for Tennessee, and we will have it all right here for you on cleveland.com.